Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to today's end of the day tour for Tolkiencraft II, The Labors of Valentine. And it's raining. Of course, it's raining. We had another invasion today from Dol Guldur, so I ended up making a little bit of a change here. I added more archers to the wall, and as I suspected, the only places we can get an invasion from, I think, is up here on the hillside in the front part, or possibly down here might be another option. However, this time it showed up right here, and I had some of them showing up on the wall here. So that's why I added more archers. I think we lost 3 archers in the battle. It was actually a bigger battle than the first one. So I don't know if I'm going to have to, obviously I'm going to have battlements and whatnot on here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have to increase the height of them or if it won't really matter. And what will probably make a difference is I will be having a moat here. There's going to be a lake out front with a moat and the water running down. So that should stop them from spawning so close to the wall and hopefully stop that. I guess we will find out in the future. So, what did I do today besides battle Dol Guldur orcs trying to invade my fortress? Well, the last part of the stream, I have been working on the front of this building some more, and I think it's starting to look pretty cool. Obviously, I haven't finished this railing yet because it has to have the fiddly bits on the top there, which it doesn't have yet. But I'm thinking it's looking pretty cool no matter what angle you look at it from. So we will see how it looks when it's all said and done. I might do something, once I get it all done, I might decide that there's too much regularity in it, and I might have to make some color changes just to give it some more variety, but I will leave that particular decision until after I finished it all, because using the Wand of Equal Trade, it should be pretty easy to swap them out for different color blocks if I decide that having it all chocolate and tan is a little bit too much. Won't know until we try it, though. Alright, in any case, the other thing that I worked on was the draconic battery. I decided that I had enough resources to build the biggest one, and I had a little bit of issue with it. I'm not sure. I had to try twice, basically. I built it once and it wasn't working, and I tried a bunch of different things, and I ended up basically cutting it down to just the energy core and rebuilding it up from there and checking it every step of the way, and that time it worked. Now, I just wanted to remind people, if you do plan to alter a draconic battery, you can do so without losing the charge. The one block that you cannot move is the energy core. That's the very center of it. If you move that, you lose the charge. So, in this case, I built it in place, and as you can see, I now have a psychedelic orb on the roof, which is actually the draconic battery sticking down through the floor. And actually, I don't mind that because, as you can see, I can just look up and see how it's doing. And I know it's draining right now, but that's because I have the AE system going at full tilt with the wireless going. Right, so it looks kind of squashed when you look at it from here, but again, I don't mind that because it's going to be blocked away behind. It's going to be in a room of its own at some point, and you won't see it like this. And, of course, the top of it's sticking up as well through here. And, again, we'll put a little room around it so you won't see it. It will be invisible. But I was able to put the blocks quite close all the way around, so it actually looks pretty cool, I think, if you don't look at the squashed middle part. So I didn't have to move anything else. Fortunately, it was I had wondered if I would be able to leave these in place, and although in my mucking around trying to fix it, I did move them. They are back in the location that they were to start with, as best I can recall. Right, so we're good. And now we can have, oh, I forgot to show that. We can now have 2 trillion RF stored. Obviously, it's going to take me a very, very, very long time to accumulate that. But hey, we've been stuck at 9 billion for a long time, so it's nice to have some room to grow again. Last stream, I did forget to show you one thing that I had done. And so let me just get the cats to sit down here. You be good boys. You sit right there, thank you. I don't want you flying around and falling in the water. If you look at this, you can see that I've got sort of little thingies here. And you can't really see them very well on the map because they're not that big relatively. But what they are is the beginning of the footings that is supporting the weight of this building. And as you can see, I have used the mossy wood elven brick, which I talked back way back when I was first setting up the base of this fortress. I said that I was going to use gravel and use a wand of equal trade to replace it with the mossy wood elven brick so that it's all mossy underwater. And that's what I did. Now, I've been thinking about this, and although they are, pretty sturdy pillars because they extend underneath here as well, it's still going to need more support pillars. It's a big fortress. We don't want it collapsing into the water. So I'll have to see, but we might be adding some more support pillars basically here at the edge of the water. And we also need to take into if I can get out of the water here, take into account the fact that we are going to have big honking grates for the water to flow through, so we're not blocking the river, and the water is still flowing underneath the fortress. But we want them blocked off with gates or grates so that the Dol-Golders that keep invading don't decide to try swimming under and digging into the fortress from underneath. We would like to discourage that, if at all possible. So I don't have all the support pillars in place yet. I have to decide where we're going to have solid walls and where I'm going to put the grates for the flow of the water. But we will have a mixture. And I think it should look fairly good. The only thing that I'm still debating about is I might want to make these footings actually larger at the bottom and have it sort of taper up and go up, because just straight up and down is kind of boring. So I'm thinking about it. I got to think about it a bit more, but I think that's something I'd say about a 75% chance I'm going to do something like that, rather than just the straight up and down that I have right now. So for the part that is actually on land, I didn't add the footings except here, which is the front gate. And because this is going to be the front gate and there's going to be a moat here, we will have footings here. I don't know if they're going to be the same shape as the ones out in the main river, or if they're going to be smaller, because this is a moat after all, and we won't have the same amount of force of water flowing past it as we would in the river. So yeah, gotta think about that. But anyway, progress is being made, and that is the main thing. We will see how it works out. So I hope you enjoyed today's end of the day tour. I think I have not forgotten anything this time, unlike last time. I guess if I do, then in the next day tour, the next end of the day tour, I will show you what I forgot. But I'm pretty sure there isn't. Anything that I forgot, that is. So thank you very much for watching this end of the day tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the stream sometime. You all take care now. Bye.